just to say, as has been said here, I was also among the people who are in Olkalau, and I want to say I sat in embarrassment. I am not old enough, I was not there during Jomo's time, but from days of Mzee Moi, days of Kibaki, days of Uhuru, we have never seen that. The worst we came close to it is when a shoe was thrown someplace in Nyanza by an ordinary mwananchi, but never a leader. So I think we need to agree that the institution of the presidency is not about a party or an individual, it is a symbol of unity for all of us. And anybody who disrespects that institution actually disrespects all of us. So I want to call upon all our leaders, those who are in office, and those who are also aspiring, to appreciate that the symbol of unity of all the offices we have is the office of the presidency, and we need to respect it. We may disagree on political areas and all those, but we could never agree that that kind of disrespect should be allowed. I've also seen our young children here seated who are here to mourn Mitchelle. And the truth is, this generation is looking up to us. When our leaders stand up and tell the president, Sikuogopi, expect them to go and tell their teacher that. Expect our sons to stand up to their father and say, where daddy, Sikuogo? Is that a society we are creating? So this is not about an office, an individual. We are creating disharmony and disrespect. And some of these things we do will take a long time to change. So I want to say, when you are young, we looked up to our leaders to show us the way, to give us direction. But if when we have reached now, we are not even allowed to be near microphones in public, then we need some soul searching to do. On behalf of the leaders, I want to say my big apology, because I don't think we should ever reach this far. And as leaders, let us agree there's a country to protect and a way forward. So I want to end there. My pole to Captain, and also to say, I think we heard that Mitchelle, even in her young age, she was taking leadership, even with the kids who are older than her. And I just remembered that, a captain is a captain. No matter which ship comes to our shores, they will take that ship and dock it. That's the character we see in Mitchelle. So, Captain, I know everybody in Mombasa and here, they know you and they respect you. That's the true spirit of Kenya. Irrespective of your second name, you can perform anywhere in this country. May God bless you and keep you strong.
We are expecting the head of public services on the way. If he finds us before we go to the home, that will be well and good. Allow me to stop it there. I know, says you are very close to Captain. He would have wanted you to speak. Yeah, he would have wanted to say one word, the other ministers to say a few words. But for equity, the way we have moved, the other governors will say we would have said something. Governor Jeva will say he comes from my county. So let's just move the way we have moved. And allow me now to invite the CS for Roads and Transport, who has continued to do a very good job with Captain Ruto, and who is the CS for Captain Ruto. And also he will make his remarks and give us President's condolence speech. Karibu.
Thank you, my brother Murkomen. CS is present, but let me, with lots of respect, start to the family of Captain Ruto and Nancy, the family, colleagues in cabinet, the leadership present, led by the Governor Nakuru, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. Let me also join in really bringing my condolences with my family. Captain Ruto, my family has visited today in Mombasa on the loss of your lovely daughter, Mitchelle. And we're deeply saddened. like Murkomen said, on this fateful Good Friday, I received a call at about 8 o'clock at night. It was exactly 8:07. And I was looking at the screen of my phone. And I don't think the phone rang. I just answered when I saw the name Captain Ruto. And he told me what Murkomen said. I've had an accident and I think I've lost my daughter. I was confused. And he hung up. Then I called him again and I told him, if you're able to send me the pin of the location, please do that. I called Murkomen because it was somewhere in Taveta. I called John Bwire, the MP for Taveta. I called Ray Mon Omodo, the PS for Interior, to just think about how to mobilize very quickly support, where support could come from. Captain, it was a very difficult moment. And I tried to reach you earlier, just when you had arrived from the UK. And it was indeed very difficult. So, Pauline Sana, it's a very difficult time. The Bible in the book of Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians 1, 5:18 says, give thanks in every situation. I don't know. It's very difficult to basically comprehend how to give thanks in every situation because it says, because this is God's will for you. It's very, very difficult. But we are with you, we'll stand with you. It's a very difficult moment. We don't know how you will bring this to closure. I know how much you've cried for your daughter with the family. But thank you for friends. Thank you for the support. We saw the big family in Mombasa when I came home. Captain Ruta is loved in Mombasa. Captain Ruta's home is more in Mombasa. Abdul Swamad, thank you so much for the support and for accepting and really giving that support and leadership over this very difficult time. A few friends of Captain Ruta, like PS ICT, Tanui. There's one person who is very silent, but he went to the home immediately and has stayed in that home. Since then, Paul Limo, we want to acknowledge the support you've given to this family. We really thank friends for the support that this family has received. Captain Ruta works as CEO under the Ministry of Roads and Transport. And like has been said, I've just seen Watanga. Watanga is the DG for KRA, Kenya Revenue. That is the person who collects all the revenue for this country. And I think 60% or more of the revenue is collected through the Port of Mombasa, where Captain Ruta is the CEO. So thank you for the good work you are doing for this country. We appreciate you. You are not alone at this very difficult time. We will stand with you and will continue to support you. We will continue to pray with you and your family. I have, because Murkomen spoke on our behalf, and I was just going to deliver the President's message, allow me to pass a few other condolences before I read the President's message. Yesterday I had a call by the EU Ambassador, Ambassador Henriette, and I thought she was going to ask me about the G7 and the programs we run in government. And she said to me, I've heard about the loss of Captain Ruta's daughter. If you are attending the funeral, pass my condolence. She works with you very well, so receive the condolence from the EU Ambassador, Ambassador Henriette. I've got the condolences from the Minister for Finance, John Badi. I think they departed for the Springs meeting in Washington. And I equally have the condolence from our colleagues in the ministry, PS Mbogwa, PS for Roads, PS Terimbaika, PS for Aviation, and PS Daga Mohammed, PS for Transport. That's your PS. And they are on the way coming here. They accompanied the President this morning to a function in Voi in Taveta, and they'll be joining us later on this afternoon to say their pole. I think it will be important that I also want to give the condolence from the Energy Committee of Parliament, the Departmental Committee of Parliament. I saw Badi, the MP for Jomvu, who sits in that committee. Transport. So thank you, Transport Committee led by Twalib Badi, the MP for Jomvu, for really coming on to support our brother. When I came home, you were at the center stage supporting and doing everything necessary to comfort the family. Without much ado, allow me to then, because Murkomen had basically spoken on our behalf, to deliver the message of the President. I met the President this morning. We had an official function, and is really deeply saddened at the loss of your daughter. I've got a signed condolence message. Allow me to read and hand over the message to the family. Condolence message by His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, PhD, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, to the family of the late Mitchelle Jelimo Kemboi. We join the family of Captain William Kemboi Ruto and the people of Kabarak in celebrating the life of Mitchelle Jelimo Kemboi, a bright and promising young lady taken from us too soon. On behalf of my family and the people of Kenya, welcome Felix, karibu sana. On behalf of my family and the people of Kenya, I extend my deepest and most heartfelt condolence to her parents, siblings, relatives, and all who knew and loved her. Michelle's passing is a profound loss, not only to her family, but also to the wider community and the nation. Her warmth, kindness, and vibrant spirit have touched many lives. She was a dedicated Christian, a committed student, and a promising young woman who pursued excellence in education with distinction and discipline. Her journey in life was marked by courage, curiosity, and a rare ability to bring people together, leaving lasting memories wherever she went. Mitchelle aspired to study international relations and serve as a diplomat, a dream that reflected her ambition, intellect, and desire to make a global impact. Her life, though short, was full of purpose, and her promise spoke of a future that would have made her family and country immensely proud. We are deeply saddened by the tragic road accident that claimed her life during a family journey, cutting short a life filled with hope and potential. As government, we will continue to scale up measures across all our roads to enhance safety and ensure no family loses a loved one in such a tragic manner. May God grant our family comfort, strength, and grace during this painful time, and may the soul of Mitchelle Jelimo Kemboi rest in eternal peace. Signed, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, PhD, of the Republic of Kenya, 9th April 2026. I won't add much after reading this profound message from the President to the family. I'll just hand over the message to the family, but hasten to say, as Minister for Roads, we'll work with the governors along the corridors of our highways with Kenya to have a program that will ensure that we have, because accidents happen, and we do know how difficult it took us to be able to evacuate this family to Mombasa. I think it was not until 2 a.m. when we got the family to hospital, with everybody working. Governor was in Voi waiting, Abu Joho was involved, everybody who came in, but it took us about 6 hours to get the family to the hospital. We'll work with Kenya and the governors on our major highway to ensure that we do place ambulances in strategic locations within the governor's reach, so that any Kenyan who basically, unfortunately, has this kind of misfortune accident, we are able to reach out and support, because life lost is really painful. We do appreciate the fact that we lose up to 5% of GDP on road accidents. Our GDP of 17 trillion, 5% is too expensive for our economy, not to consider the destitutes of the lost, or rather the families who lose the breadwinners, and then so on and so forth. So governors on the corridors, I want to assure you as minister, we'll work together to ensure that we do facilitate and make our roads safer by providing ambulances along the corridor. And we will sit down and do that to ensure that we forestall this kind of challenge in the future. Let me thank you and allow Murkomen to come back and take over the program. Invite our brother Felix to make his comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Waziri Davis. Equally in the same way Davis has said, we need to work with county government also on emergency response. And as a ministry under intergovernmental framework, it will be very nice to bring this in the summit so that such tragedies ikitokea na zingine, we have a proper response mechanism, not depending on friendships and networks. Every Kenyan can get a chance to be attended to. Captain Ruto, first let me apologize. Apologize because Captain would have wanted a number of people here to speak. Leaders here. But let me tell you the truth. The fact that they are here, they love you. Even if they didn't speak, they really love you and they wish the best for you and your family. So forgive me for not giving them a chance of the people you have mentioned. And for those who are very close with Captain and they really wanted to say something, forgive us also for not giving you a chance, and thank you for understanding. And I want to thank the MPs specifically, because if the MPs had not set this pace, we could be now a quarter way. So for members of parliament, thank you very much. You've set a very exceptional precedent. The head of public service had a funeral of a family member. And you know what that means in family. But despite having a funeral of a family member, he left them midway to come here. That shows his commitment to the public servants whom he works with, but also his friendship to you and your family. And so, please, with everybody's understanding, he has really pushed to be here at this point in time. Even though he was in an helicopter, he arrived here breathing very heavy. It's like he was the one who was walking the journey. So permit me now to invite Mr. Felix Koskei, the head of public service, to make his message, to pass his message of condolence, and thereafter the church will take over. Welcome.
The family led by Captain William Ruto and your lovely wife, the children, the relatives, the leaders that have come to condole with the family, led by the ministers, the governors, the members of parliament, and leaders from different shades of life. First of all, I want to apologize for coming late. As you are told, I had to attend a funeral for my relative who was an old man. He was our pillar in our family. And apologies for that. I don't have much to say. I think the president's message was capital. And I don't want to add. I want to say that I and my family, I want to continue extending my sincere condolences to you, Captain, and your wife, and your children, for the loss of this young girl soul, hardly 20, who has just started getting to know what life is and not yet so. It is painful. It is something.
Thank you, Reverend. Family, remain there because we want to observe protocol of how we are moving. Some of you are coming from very far, so don't go. Remain there. Congregation, you may be seated. I'm going to ask Elder Ciele to come and give us the protocol of how we are going to go to the committal service. KPA choir, we need you. And thank you, Reverend. Family, remain there because we want to observe protocol of how we are moving. Some of you are coming from very far, so don't go. Remain there. Congregation, you may be seated. I'm going to ask Elder Ciele to come and give us the protocol of how we are going to go to the committal service. KPA choir, we need you. And thank you, Reverend. Family, remain there because we want to observe protocol of how we are moving. Some of you are coming from very far, so don't go. Remain there. Congregation, you may be seated. I'm going to ask Elder Ciele to come and give us the protocol of how we are going to go to the committal service. KPA choir, we need you. And thank you, Reverend. Family, remain there because we want to observe protocol of how we are moving. Some of you are coming from very far, so don't go. Remain there. Congregation, you may be seated. I'm going to ask Elder Ciele to come and give us the protocol of how we are going to go to the committal